Hi, so this is my one-way ANOVA repeated measures results. So here are my descriptive statistics about the professors or the tutors and their markings on the essays. We can see that on average, Dr. Death marked the hardest on the essays given to them, as that has the lowest score. And then this one right here shows Mauchly's test of sphericity. The significance is 0.043, which is less than 0.05. So this test is significant. In other terms, we've violated the assumption of sphericity. So the tests of within subjects effects represents the ratio of systematic variance to unsystematic variance. The F ratio for this is 0.028, which is significant. So we can conclude that there was a significant difference between the markings on the essays and the professors. This table doesn't show us like who gave the highest or lowest markers on the essays, however. And then the greenhouse geyser and then the Hein-Felt tests or scores were 0.558 and 0.712. Because these values are less than 0.75, we can use the greenhouse geyser corrected values to report our results. So using this correction, F is not significant because its value is 0.063, which is greater than 0.05. So we can conclude that there wasn't a significant difference among the professors and whether or not they gave light or hard markings on the essays. So those are my results when following the handout and conducting the one-way repeated measures test. Following the unguided example 1, it gave me the same exact data set, and so I again conducted the one-way ANOVA repeated measures test, so I got the same results. And when reporting the results in APA for the initial one-way repeated measures ANOVA, when I followed the handout, and then when I did that for the unguided example 1, I essentially got the same results. So what I wrote was Mauchly's test indicated that the assumption of sphericity had been violated. Therefore, degrees of freedom were corrected using greenhouse geyser estimates of sphericity. The results show that there was no significant effect of which tutor was the hardest marker on the essays given. And then these results suggest that no tutor gave significantly more generous marks than the others.